I usually get nervous to speak about big topics, so I'm just going to put the ego of Elisa away for now and channel this information because this is a message that really wants to come through today. So I'm going to share as much as wants to come out, but God is not what people typically think it is. Unless you're on the spiritual path of awakening and moving outside of these religious boxes and the confines of your mind that have come up with this judgmental figurehead God in the sky, and where they have directly translated the Bible in ways that people are totally misunderstanding because they are not directly experiencing God. God is love. God is all accepting. God is everything in existence and non existence. You are both the piece and the whole of God. I grew up Jehovah's Witness, and I always felt really weird about that, didn't accept it, didn't really consider myself an atheist, but just knew there was some higher power. And the biggest trick of all is that it's literally you, and that we come here in human bodies and we go through this whole path of forgetting and experiencing what it's like to be separate from God. It's not actually possible to be fully separate because everything is one thing. That is oneness. We are one thing. But in this human experience, it's perceivably separate. I am not actually separate from this pen. I'm not separate from this notebook. I'm not separate from you. And this is how things like telepathy exists and psychic abilities. All of these things are just tapping into these infinite timelines that exist. Things are way less rational than we take them to be because we're stuck in the confines of our mind in this human world. But God is literally beyond that and inclusive of that. You are God being so lost from God that it thinks it can't find it. And it's literally yourself, the last place that you would ever think to look. And this is important to know because this changes everything. This changes your entire life. And a lot of people want to stay sleeping because they don't want to take responsibility for their life, for their creations, because it's painful, because it's come from timelines of separation, all of this generational trauma, things that have been passed down. Because unless you become directly conscious of the pattern, you remain stuck in it. This is why I want you to realize that you are God now, so you can say yes to things that are love, things that are good for you. So you change your actions once you shift your identity. Who you currently are is consisting of a bunch of patterns that you have collected. And once you reclaim your identity as God, you see your soul's essence come through. There is still a uniqueness, there is still a personality, but it comes through in a clear and pure way. It's coming through love, it's coming through joy, it's coming through creation, expression. It's not coming from wounding, it's not coming from fear. And this is how we change the entire world, by each of us doing this, making this shift. Each of us. We're all connected. And the greatest thing that you can do for the world is simply to realize that you are God and that everybody is God, treating everybody as sacred. The teachings of the Bible have gotten so lost in translation. The teachings of Jesus. Jesus came here to be love and to tell you that you are love and you are a child of God. You are God. He didn't want to be worshipped. He was trying to get the message across to you. The truth is within you. It has always been within you. You just have to choose to look at it and accept it and get yourself out of the delusion. This will change your entire life if you let it. I love you so much.